Let's go over a coin, Shiba Inu, SHIB, the coin on which I own 500 million tokens. 4 days ago, on October the 4th, on Monday, we started buying the Shiba Inu in the community, in the trade alerts. I want to tell you what I'm looking for for support, resistance, what's the game plan, also with the stock market going on, and the danger of the coin, but also the opportunity. So we'll go threat and opportunity review. Let's go deep now. So number one, before I go over Shiba Inu, the token, and the Shiba Inu potential ascensions to higher multiples, because I think there's a chance here to go to higher multiples. I want first to go over Bitcoin. Today, Bitcoin has finally recaptured 55,000, which means that we retraced around 40K, guys. We are back at 55K. So from the retracement here on Bitcoin, we are back up about 30%. Now, in the meanwhile, while we are back 30% on Bitcoin, we have a lot of great news. AMC is accepting cryptos as payment for gift cards. I am waiting to see if they are going to accept the Shiba, because apparently they are going to accept Dogecoin as well. But I want to show you something. So a couple of days ago, there was a whale, supposedly, that went and bought $6.3 trillion of Shiba Inu coins. All right? And since then, there's been a lot of speculation. There was a tweet from Elon Musk, everybody, on Shiba Inu. There has been also development growth into their NFTs. They have their 3 tiers. I'll show you. They have the leash, the bone, and the SHIB. So I'll show you that. But so it piqued my interest. I always scan, what's moving, what's not moving. And I always had an eye on it, but it was really because they had so much supply. There's trillions, there's almost 400 trillion token in supply in Shiba. So that is one of the problems that I always had with Shiba, 400 trillion, versus the 21 million, limited supply on Bitcoin. So limited supply is always attractive because it's scarce. Right now, our fight and our race, as I said before, is this race in the world. It's the race of asset, which means the race of asset, whether it's Shiba, anything, is we have the dollar here deflating at about 8%, right? And it's going down 8 to 10%. Well, we know that the true rate of inflation is not what the dollar is, down 10%. We know that the price of food has gone down. I was having a discussion, I told you earlier, with a restaurant owner. He told me plus 33% in price of food, right? We have labor cost up, logistic cost up. So we know that if we don't have rate of returns right now between 15 and 20%, we're losing money just putting our money at the bank, versus the ascension of the cryptocurrency like Shiba Inu, like Bitcoin for the past few days, which is up here 30%. So you beat the rate of Warren Buffett from the 40,000 retracement here all the way to the 55,000 in a week here using the cryptos, right? So obviously the cryptos have a very, very important place. So a couple of days ago, as I saw that the double cloud tools that we use, where we do our research and analysis for the retail trader, this is not the pro tool, but this is the retail tool. I saw on Bitcoin that the main cloud was still up. I saw that the intermediary cloud was up, so I was looking for longs on cryptos. And I sent a couple of long cryptos trading alerts on the premium services. Now, what I've seen on Monday started saying some stuff that I follow with blockchain, numbers of addresses and stuff, and I saw a big explosion in Shiba Inu. So let me show you here the Shiba Inu chart here. And by the way, we can look at the real-time charts too, if I can find it here. Okay, so if you look at the Shiba Inu charts, couple of days ago, there was an explosion of the 0.0000005 zeros, right? 718, right? On October the 1st, which started last week, and there was an explosion going into taking the other zero, the 0.00040, right? So when I saw that explosion, I started jumping on the coin, right? I started buying, and I sent also the alert to our day trading zones crypto users there with our long-term hold. And I started buying a lot, guys. I started buying for a token that is not super strong. I bought 500 million. Now, remember, let me see here. Remember that me having 500 million on the token, right? You can see now here live, 500 million Shiba Inu on my Coinbase Pro account with a value of $11,411, where you can see transactions that started in October the 4th, which is Monday, 6 million, 10 million, 7 million, 23 million. And I was buying the thing. And I could see the explosion of the thing. And this is to the point where I sent the alert, right? So long story short, I bought, as you can see, $5,500, $5,800 of Shiba Inu. 4 days later, talking about inflation, it's worth $11,370.88. So that's a double on Shiba Inu SHIB token crypto. Okay, so now I want to see where we can possibly go and what you have to be careful of. So let's go through the chart and let me show you something. Number one, a cool thing that you can use right now, because we are waiting desperately on Thinkorswim soon, TD Ameritrade, and eSignal soon, to be able to use our full pro tools and our retail tools that we use for retail and institution, to be able to use them in those platforms. In the meanwhile, you can use for free TradingView and just put very simple stuff, a MACD, a 6 EMA moving average. And if that's helpful, by the way, your likes, comments are super appreciated. And just put a 4-hour chart. And look here, if I put a 4-hour chart on Shiba Inu, on using the 6 EMA, high, open, low, and close, divided by 4. So open, high, low, close, divided by 4, right? Look what happened. It's holding perfectly the retracement. So I'm looking like, for instance, this morning, for the rest of the day in the intranight session, a 20, 19, 20, the low 20, low 20 touch. If the low 20 touch doesn't hold, there's space to retrace and break down, which the next target would be again that 15. So I'm looking at the 20, then the 15. That breaks, we have a problem, because we go back to the 10. The 10, we go back retesting the 4-0, the 0, 0, 0, 0, 4 times 1, right? And we are back to square one again, okay? So watch this. But so long we will hold this 4 hour, I think there's a possibility, with all the adoption going on, the increase of addresses, there's a potential here to go 5 to 10x this thing within the next 3 months. Okay, so people give you crazy price prediction. Look, I've done this for 27 years. You are not going to hear me giving you pie in the sky. My scenario are, if we stay above this level, we fly to the next level. If we break that level, we have a chance to go to the next level and the next level. So essentially, you need to be fluid. When you trade, invest, you need to be fluid. Now, that being said, let me tell you what I like and what I don't like. It has a potential to go at the 0.00405, okay, which would be a double again from there, and then from there, double again, okay? Now, my problem in this cryptocurrency is this, and I'm going to be very blunt with you guys, and I think it's important that everybody, right, is looking at all the potential issues, threat and opportunity. If I go to CoinMarketCap, if I can find it here, here we go. Let me show you. So I'm going to compare to other cryptocurrency. Look, and I'm going to show you what I like, what I don't like. So you see this thing as something called circulating supply. So I'm going to sort the circulating supply of all the cryptocurrency on CoinMarketCap and show you what I don't like. What I don't like, obviously, is there's 400 trillion tokens of this compared to all the cryptocurrency on CoinMarketCap. Okay, I don't like that because the stuff that are going to make money is obviously stuff that are scarce, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, that are more scarce, in the millions, right? This is $400 trillion of supply. All right. Now, that being said, I'm going to tell you what I like. So there is a thing that I call, that I like to use. It's Etherscan. And I'm going to refresh in case there's a change. And if you look at the Etherscan right now, the Etherscan shows me how many holders, and wallet, how many holders. These Etherscan holders are going up like crazy for the past 7 days. So we have more and more and more and more and more and more and more people holding the Shiba Inu SHIB token. Okay? So this is a good thing. Another good thing also for Shiba and is the fact, if I look at market cap right now and I scroll down, so Bitcoin number one, Ethereum number two, and I scroll down, you'll notice, right, that Shiba has been all day between 20 and 21 today. So Shiba is entering the top 20 currency of the world here. And to me, this is interesting, everybody. Okay? This is an interesting thing. Now, let me show you something that I've researched. And I was like, is there a better way to reinvest or invest in the Shiba ecosystem? So let me show you the Shiba token. If you go, I always urge people to read the white paper, go to the website. People tell you what they want in YouTube. But look, I know I look young, but I'm going to be 50 years old soon. I have been trading and investing in the market, stock, options for 27 years. I have done also cryptos, guys, now for the past 4 years. So I like to go to the white paper on the website and the source itself, right? So I went to the Shiba website, and if you scroll down, there's interesting because they have 3 projects, that they are unleashing with their Shiba swap. It is the SHIB, so the one that we have been discussing now, and they have one here that have 400 trillion token, right? But here they have another project which is not available. This token is not available on Coinbase as of today. They have the leash. And what I love about the leash is, look, they have 107 tokens available at all time on the ecosystem. They have something in between called the bone with 250 million. They say, oh, this is our best solution for supply. It's in between. Look, I don't care about that. Either I'm going to go for the most aggressive, or I'm going to have the most aggressive with the most conservative in the project. Does that make sense? Also, there's something interesting. They're coming with the NFTs. They are going to have, like, what is it? The Shiba, whatever it is there. And they are going to have available a project here with a few 10,000, like 30,000 NFTs available coming soon here, where you will be able to use their Shiba swap to buy the project, or Ethereum to buy their project using the MetaMask, right? So wallet. So this is interesting to me. This is why I jumped on it. Now, the way I'm going to manage the 500 million right there, remember 500 million tokens. See, some YouTuber talk about Shiba. Some YouTuber do great video on Shiba, but they are not invested, guys, And so I put my money where my mouth is. This year has been a great year for me in cryptos, as you've seen. I took a $1,140 account 2 years ago. You can see previous stream, 25x my money. There's a video called 25x my money in crypto, where I bought Ethereum and I got very blessed with Ethereum. I have 3 accounts. one that started with 1,140, one that started with 3,500, and one with 6,000 something. So I've been very blessed. What did I reinvest it? In a crappy coin, I reinvested $4,500, $4,800, which has doubled. And that money is going to do two things. I repeat, before I leave, it's going to buy. I'm going to get out of there. Maybe I'll sell half of my position now and left 250 million as a buy and hold up to my break-even point, right? That's probably what I will do. And what I'll do is when I sell and take profit on this, I reinvest either in Ethereum or Bitcoin on pullback on the big one. Like I consider Ethereum and Bitcoin like the ETFs. I'm reinvesting in the ETF. Or worst case, you can take some of that money, put it in a Roth IRA or something, and do the trifecta on good companies that have real product, real asset, real sales, real people, real service and products that you reinvest in product by doing the trifecta. This is an option strategy that I use to acquire stock at a cheaper price where I get paid, to get the stock that I want at the price that I want. So this is pretty much where I stand now for Shiba. I'll do some update on those Shiba Inu, but for right now, watch the levels that I gave you, which is the 120, 119. We got to hold that intranight now, everybody. In addition to that, we need to hold the 115. If this Shiba Inu breaks the 115, it's over. One last thing also before I leave. Be careful of October. October and September are always bad for the stock market. As we've seen so far, which has been great, stocks have been going down. Stock market has been going down, and we've seen the power of crypto one more time, for the first time showing its colors with $1 trillion market for Bitcoin, where we are crushing the stock market, and you cannot ignore cryptos anymore, guys. I still have people in my trading room, my private mentorship, where people, 1/3 of the room do not invest in cryptos. You just cannot ignore crypto, 100% return. The only place you are going to get 100% return in 4 days are speculative options. I have an asset, even though it's not the best asset because there's $400 trillion in supply, I still have an asset, I still have a project that I'm invested in that is much better than an option that expires at 4 p.m., everybody. Okay? There's less risk. There's less risk to wait and be patient. So cryptos are the bomb. Invest what you can afford to lose when you invest in crypto. For me, it's 5 to 7% of all my cash right now that I invest in crypto. For others, it's 1%. For others, 2%. And some people go YOLO, you live only once. You are not young and you put everything in crypto. Okay? But please consider cryptos. 30 times the rate of return on cryptos. 40 years. Warren Buffett has achieved 20% rate of return, which is a great rate of return to accumulate long wealth, compounded every year for 40 years. These cryptos, guys, have crushed the rate of return of the Nasdaq by 30 times every year. Not every year, but over a period of 10 years. So now the cryptos are everywhere. Bank of America is into it. JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, who told us he was not going to be in crypto, he's in cryptos. You have hedge funds in crypto. Even this morning, George Soros is jumping into the crypto and has crypto positions. Guys, it's there to stay. Whether there's lots of regulations or not, it does not matter. Bitcoin, Ethereum, the big project with limited supply are not going anywhere. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful. The Shiba Inu is an interesting, very cheap project to look at, and maybe life-changing. We don't know if Shiba Inu and the leash or the bond, you don't know 5 years from now, 10 years from now, if it changes your life and make you a millionaire. I don't know, you don't know, I cannot promise that. All I can know is if you have an amount that you are okay to lose, that you can afford to lose, and stay patient with some of your profits here, as long as you can, you give yourself a chance to do very well. The people who missed the Doge millionaires here, this Shiba Inu gives you an excellent opportunity to get into it at 0.0004 times. Do you see how many zero it has to go? It has to go a 30, a 20 for 1 cent, and another decimal for 10 cents. There's a lot of space over the next 3 months to 5 years with all the NFT, the gaming project that they are coming up with. Okay? Hopefully that was helpful. This was my take on Shiba Inu, my 500 million token position. I will do updates on that, I promise. I will even go live eventually, but I hope it was helpful for the people who didn't know anything about the Shiba Inu token. Take care, everybody. I'll see you on the next video.